Hello, good evening, and welcome to another show of OtunbaHOOLatest. Um, Tonight, I'm expecting the national leader of Yoruba self-determination movement, the person of Professor Banji Akintoye. He'll be joining me in the studio in a couple of minutes' time, and we'll be going through a couple of issues, matters arising, latest updates about the movement. I'll be asking questions that I pick up from different outlets, from different people. The kind of thermometer of the state of the people. What people are saying, what is trending, what is outstanding, what people really want to know. And in the process, I think about being who he is, still highly collected, cool, calm, highly intelligent at the age of 87, still riding very high. Will be sharing his thoughts, his opinions, and so on and so forth. It's going to be a great time. Uh, I'm not too sure whether there'll be enough time for people to call in, but if that is going to happen, I will send out the number that can be called, so you can then join us in today's meeting. While I'm seeing do that, I'm still waiting for him to get through to him to bring him to the studio. I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be an exciting, I think maybe 1.5 hours, 2 hours time. So just stay tuned. If you can bear with me, maybe a couple of more minutes. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, or cold water, and that'll be nice. So again, like I said, is all going to be about Yoruba self-determination movement campaign. Loads and loads of things to be discussed. We have many issues outstanding, and also have no doubt in my mind that there are many interesting topics that will be touching tonight with him. If you allow me, let me try and call him again to bring him in. You must also appreciate that he is extremely busy person. Where he gets the energy from, I don't know. Nobody should ask me, please. He's extremely busy man. He spends substantial part of his day. There was a time I was like going all over the place, and when we go to meetings, I say, Baba, around to 10, oh yeah, I go meeting here, hello, Baba, new kisser. He will tell me that he's going to sleep and then turn around to maybe 1 hour dose off and start writing, reading, and so on and so forth. So he's a very strong man at the age of what can I say, 87, going 88. But I keep praying that I want to be like him when I get to, I'm just 75. I pray like I want to be like him when I get to 88. So God willing. So I'm trying to get him to get me to log on to the studio so we can get the program started. Yes, it's ringing, but then you also need to realize that when phone is ringing like this, too, when you are calling Africa, sometimes it can be ringing but never get there. So, uh, not answered. So, well, I have to keep trying until when I get to. So, I will keep trying until when I get to. But like I said, he's an extremely busy person. So, but let me say this: should there be any reason? Because I've been in this business for a while. Should there be any reason I didn't get through to Professor Banji Akintoye today? Most of the questions I've lined up are going to be the questions. I will probably read them out one by one. Uh, so I'll read them out and then probably answer them myself one by one. I'm not the national leader, but I can tell you for free that some of these things is what I can do. Uh, Let me quickly take a call. There's a call coming in. Hold on. Hello. Mo ti send ẹ sí ẹ kàn lọ sí YouTube. Mo send ẹ sí there's a màá send the link yẹn sí again. I have to go now. Màá send ẹ sí again. Okay. Yeah. Well, what I also another thing I've done is because I'm not blogging and I'm not like doing share, blah, 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 love, another kind of thing. What I've been doing is to ask people to go to YouTube. And when you get to YouTube, you'll be able to do just type OtunbaHOOLatest Show. When you type OtunbaHOOLatest Show, you will be connected to the show live. So that's what I've been doing. Like another thing again, it is not a business of blogging or trying to do that kind of thing. I'm not in a hurry. This is a classic show. This is a talk show, and I do it in such a way that it's just to please my people, not to. Baba, ẹ ti dẹ́rù bá mi ṣe okay sir. Mo ti send the link here. Lot of people are waiting on you. They want to hear from you, sir. Mo send the kini yẹn sí ẹ kàn press ẹ kàn èyí tí mo send sí yín last kẹ press ẹ kẹ́ lè wọlé sir ẹ ṣé sir. Again, you had Baba just called me. Yeah, hello, Olori, I've just sent it to you. This is all part of this. I've sent it to you. Papa just called me now, so he's joining in a minute. So I'm aware that we are live. So whatever I'm doing or saying is being recorded. Is going to be part of this show. And my thing is also any show we do today on the 18th of August 2022. Maybe in another 22 years, the record will still be there for generation unborn or even people that are going to have access to the archives. They're going to see it. So I'm quite happy to be part of that kind of history making. So I have no doubt in my mind that we are making history, We cannot be everywhere. We cannot get everything. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kọ́ la máa ṣe à ń gbìyànjú ni. Abáwọn kan ní orílẹ̀ ayé yìí ni. A sì máa fi àwọn kan lẹ̀. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ tún máa fi wá lẹ̀. So it works like that. So bóyá in another 10, 20 years, who knows? Bóyá she lè wà around. I don't know. But any which way, prosperity ló máa judge, ló máa continue to be part of what is happening today. We are not going to be the same. In our méjì tàbí mẹ́ta tàbí mẹ́rin, even àwọn ìbejì gangan, sometimes they have different. Hello, sir. Hello, mo send it, check it. Màá tún send it sí right away, sí, sir. Màá tún send it sí, sir. Yes, sir. Well, communication is an issue there, but what I'm going to do is to resend the link to him. I'm going to send it to him again. And I must say, this is a one-man business, a one-man show. Is not the professional you see all over the place. I have gone past professional level. I have done that before, and I know exactly what it is. So really and honestly, just bear with me. It is all part of the show. It's all part of the show. I'm not conju. Don't think at the show the show had already started. We're already in it. Yeah. So I've sent the link to bring him in. You will see by the time Prof comes in, you see that all what's your weight. Professor Kitoye is a great man. He's a great man. I've sent it again to him. Then for some silly reasons, in the studio, there are a couple of uninvited guests. They are the HCCs of this world. I think they are enjoying the weather. Let me call him again to double check. Baba. Mo ti send ẹ sí sà. Hello prof, mo ti send ẹ sí ẹ kàn click lórí link yẹn so a gbé yín wá sí studio sir. Then comes the issue of age. Baba is 87, 75, and we are still standing compared to, in some cases, the 30s and 40s, they are probably fluttering, I'm going so any suru Baba will come in now in a GV, will be coming in to join us, and I can assure you it's I know we can you can make comments if you want to. Hello, Prof.
All sorts of.
Aha. Ṣé ilẹ̀ click sí yẹn sà? Ṣé ẹ kàn press blue button yẹn ni sà tí mo send sí yín?
Mo ti press yẹn, I know wọ́n béèrè gbogbo question lọ́wọ́ mi rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀.
Very unusual. Kò yẹ kó dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò yẹ kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sà. Technology.
Okay, I'll go back to it.
Oh, okay, sir. Hello, is that Olori? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Wrong button ni mo ṣe. Ẹ má bínú, wọ́n máa wọlé sí i. Mo ti send the link. Ẹ má bínú, mo ti send the link tẹ́yìn máa gbà tí máa fi wò wá. Ẹ má bínú mà.
Orí ni mo gbé sí.
Ó ti okay, màá tún send ẹ̀ sí yín again. Ẹ jẹ́ má bínú mà.
Okay, sir.
Ẹ ṣé mà, ẹ ṣé mà. There's a mixed up there, and the mixed up is have been cleared again. This is lovely. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it because it's going to be part of the show. People will love it because there's nothing to hide. It's a clear cut, no edition. No magu, no, chicken, no, Don't worry. What we say, what appears, what we do, how we do it, as long as we are going to be within lay down rules of broadcasting. Prof, listen to me. Hello, sir.
Hello, ṣé August 28 ilẹ̀ kọ́ sí àbí ṣé ìyẹn náà ni?
Òun kọ́ ẹ̀yẹn kan ṣẹ́rí bọ́tì tí mo send sí last yẹn link yẹn kẹ́ compress lórí ẹ̀ má wo date.
Okay.
Link yẹn kẹ́ kàn tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ á gbé yín wọlé sà. We will eventually get there. A máa wọlé. Àwọn nǹkan báyìí kò nídìí pé bóyá àwọn àfọ̀ṣẹ ìgbàdí atare pé bákan no. Òyìnbó àwọn tán ti ṣe oríṣiríṣi tán dẹ̀ gbé ọjà tàbí wọ́n gbé kinní kan tán gbé airport Australian airport ni bí UK airport ni àwọn custom sì mú wọn. So ẹni tó bá succeed tó bá wọlé tí ò tán rí mú ó lọ́kì ni wọ́n máa yọra lẹ́nu ẹni yẹn lọ́kì ni. So believe me, I am still waiting for Baba to come in. Toba Wale, we'll get the show started. And then very unusual. And like I said, when you look at the amount of knowledge the national leader of Yoruba self-determination campaign or movement tí wọ́n ní àwọn àwọn former president kan àwọn former even current wọn ti lè tán PC wọn lè tán laptop wọn á kàn gbé dání ni so ẹ máa rò pé bóyá ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe but the reality the truth of the matter ni pé they don't know what they are doing so well this and unfortunately and to my help you know persistent one were around so again we are talking of Baba. We are waiting. Don't worry, the wait is not going to be too long again. Aha, ọpẹ́ o. Bàbá mo ti sọ fún wọn ṣé ẹ ní náà ni sà.
Money now, it can't send it is very confusing. Only can enter as a Shegun Ishola or something like that. Anyway, I have entered now.
Hey, welcome, sir. Mo ti sọ mo ní àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí ìgbàdí àtàrẹ yìí àfọ̀ṣẹ agúnmu kankan tí ò lè mú nǹkan òyìnbó so dàbí anyway you are welcome, sir. Inú mi dùn. Ẹ má bínú, that must have been a kind of a mixed up. Ẹ má bínú, sir.
Okay.
Because of the time tí mi ò rójú yín dáadáa sàmì mọ́ what can we do about that? Bóyá kẹ́ bá mi tọ́nà yín, sir.
You know one be okay. Hold on, no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, sir. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Ẹ wò pasa. In fact, ẹ ṣé, sir.
All right.
You are welcome, Baba.
Thank you.
Mo sọ fún mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bábí 5 or 6 or 7 minutes or 10 minutes ago. Mo ní gbogbo mo ń dóde yín and send kíní ẹ pè mí it's part of the show. It's part of the services. Just to show the amount of passion, the amount of effort see and put together to serve your people, and these people is Yoruba people. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà sórí ètò. Sórí ètò OtunbaHOOLatest Show. Àti Moransi ó ti tójọ́ mẹ́ta. A dẹ̀ ti ṣe program couple of times rí. Bóyá tá jọ wà ní meeting a lè káyé yẹn. But ó máa ń jẹ́ nǹkan dùnnú fún mi sà. When you to my show on a one-on-one, èmi àti ẹ̀yin. But having said that, the whole world ni wọ́n ń rí wa bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ni wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa. And mo dẹ̀ ti sọ sílẹ̀ kẹ́tó dé, ó dà the line is frozen. Oríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú African line. But at least you've seen our man, our Baba, our national leader. The line is frozen other side. But again, the most important thing is in. The line will be unfrozen very, very soon. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Ó dà pé line yẹn ṣe tẹ́ ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi, sir.
I hear you very clearly.
Okay, fantastic. But line yẹn o picture in frozen. That's fine. Papa, ṣẹ́rí ní èní because of Yorùbá lọ ní tíṣẹ́ ò bá pẹ́ ní a kì í pẹ́ṣẹ́. Because we have also invited large number of people who are going to see this particular program or show. Ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ tí fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín má dẹ̀ bèrè ní kọ̀ọ̀kan bákan máa bèrè. And somebody said to me, ṣé One more question tí máa béèrè, mo ní that's not the professor I know. Mo ní he behaves like Obafemi Awolowo, he doesn't take advanced question. Mo ní ẹni tí ó bá ní tó fẹ́ hide, ẹni ẹ̀dọ̀ ṣe tó bá ní tó fẹ́ hide ló máa ní kán tètè béèrè question kan. Tẹ́ bá béèrè question tí ò ń ṣe tiẹ̀, tí ò yẹ kán béèrè, there's a way of stopping or there's a way of answering that question. Either he doesn't say, well, I don't have answer to that question, which is professional. Not only that, that is also prestige to do things like that. I will not be asking questions to yekin below Babawa. I'll be asking questions to relate mọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tí ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwa Yorùbá tẹ́ jẹ́ olórí wa pátápátá. Ṣé ready fún mi, sir? Hello, sir. Hello, Baba. Hello. Well. Hello, sir.
I am ready.
Aha, ẹ ṣé sir. Mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ béèrè lọ yín wípé sí ìsinmi ò ní láti pé kẹ́ tún máa ṣe introduction kan. Ẹ kàn fún wa ní a brief update of how far are we, what are we doing about what, kí ni tí ẹ fẹ́ bá wa sọ. Màá kọ́ fún yín ní bí 5 minutes kẹ́kàn introduce update progress ohun tí a ti gbéṣe tẹ́ ti gbéṣe tẹ́dẹ̀ ń gbéṣe ní àìdá yín ni pẹ̀lú àwọn other national leaders. Màá fún yín ní bí 5 minutes kẹ́kàn update wa sir. Ẹ ṣé sir.
Yeah, the first thing I have to communicate now is that our struggle is looking as if we are coming to the glorious end of our struggle. Looks like we will be able to take our country into our hands with the help of God and with the assistance of various other peoples in the world, be able to take our country into our hands and move forward to build one of the most successful countries in the world. That is beginning to look like a possibility, a reality, and I want to congratulate the Yoruba people for that. The other thing, our Yoruba can recognize one little thing but very big. It's very little, but it's very big. When God told Moses, take my people to the land of Canaan, which I have promised your fathers, it looked like Moses was going to get it done within a short time. He crossed the Red Sea with his people. The enemy tried to follow them and they perished in the sea. Then they stood on dry ground on the other side of the sea. From that point on, modern scholars have estimated that all that was needed was a journey of about 11 days. But because the children of Israel were ever so contentious, always harassing their leader and making him to offend God, and so on and so forth, it got to a point at which even Moses' own sister and brother turned against him and began to say nasty things against him among the people, until God intervened and afflicted the sister with leprosy. A very influential group were constantly harassing him, and so on, till God made the earth open its mouth and swallow them up. But all of that resulted in a journey of 40 years. A journey that should have been only 11 days became a journey of I am appealing to our Yoruba people, don't let that be our lot. God has granted us our country. We need to show humility, unity, harmony among us in order to be able to reach that nation and receive it from the hand of the Almighty God Himself. Gbogbo èmi nìkan mo mọ̀ ṣe, nìkan mo fẹ́ ṣe, ẹ máa ṣe kíní kan, doesn't matter what other people may be thinking and so on and so forth. It's all contentiousness and chaos. And it can lengthen our journey in a number of days. A journey that we ought to be able to complete now in 2 or 3 months. We may not be able to complete it.
Well, there's a technical breakdown. Again, knowing the way things work in Africa, the part of the world where nothing is really stable. So waiting for a reconnection. My guest, Professor Banji Akitunde, the national leader of Yoruba self-determination movement, will be reconnected shortly. Gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ni a máa stop nígbà tá a bá gba ilẹ̀ wa tá a wà ní ìlú wa, because that everything is working clockwise ní Germany, ní Belgium. It's not because of anything. It's because àwọn tí wọ́n wà nílùú yẹn wọ́n put things properly together. So let us wait for him to be reconnected, which I believe is going to be very soon. But like another thing, gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kọ́ la máa blame àwọn ará àta fún. Nǹkan tó dé ló ní ká mọ̀ ọ́n. If we have had our country, people have fixed many things better, 3 times better. I love so much the brains tí Ọlọ́run endow fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. And let me call him again, see to reconnect him. Again and again. This is part of the show. This show is part of what has been recorded for prosperity. And few of us who are here to witness or to see what is going on. Baba, ẹ kàn tún press lórí link again, sir, tún gbé yín wọlé padà sir. Link ẹni kẹ́ tún press lórí ẹ̀ again, á gbé yín wọlé sir again. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni SteamYard, because ẹ mọ̀ pé system oríṣiríṣi ni. SteamYard ẹ lè mí subscribe fún, ohun tèmi subscribe fún nìyẹn. It's not a Zoom. Ẹ press again. And ó dà pé network ló cut yín off sir. Tẹ́ bá ti wọlé padà ń sìn, ẹ ń sọ the historical background àwọn kan tí wọ́n cooperate láàrin ara wọn in the Bible, tí wọ́n ń kánjú. So ẹ máa tẹ link yẹn kẹ́ lè wọlé padà sir. Ẹ ṣé sir, ẹ má bínú sir pé à ń yọ yín lẹ́nu. Ẹ kàn press link yẹn the same way kẹ́ wọlé padà, èmi á rí yín bì. Mi tí ì rí yín. Ẹ click yẹn náà, the link tí mo send sí yẹn. Kò tí gbé yín débi sir. I know it's technical. Aha. That's the problem I'm having. I need to see you here. I need to see you here.
You can't see me now.
Mochiri, sir. I can see you now, sir. Sir, Mochiri. Okay, I just phone le. So we and take you are walking us through the historical àwọn nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ pé ó dà pé ó ń jọra wọn, and you are appealing ipe we should not go through that kind of a journey again. Ibi tẹ́ gbé sọ̀rọ̀ dé nìyẹn, sir. I want to leave it back to you, sir.
We are the owners of all the knowledge, and the rest of you don't know anything. And so on. They will occupy when it is all over. I'm fighting. The journey may take us longer. The journey doesn't have to be longer. God has given us our country. Let us have the humility to receive it. Yeah, I was saying that a Roman philosopher said, if you, whatever you do it thoughtfully, and never forget to ask yourself what the end result is likely to be. When you are abusing your brother and cursing him and telling the world that only you have all the answer, today you are saying, and you are creating a chaos. You are lengthening the journey, not making it shorter. You are lengthening the journey, not making it shorter. Let us all commit ourselves to making the journey shorter. Let us commit ourselves to being friendly and lovely and harmonious towards our brothers. And we can have our country in a very short time. Of course, there are powers and principalities to reckon with. I know that the Fulani are spending billions of dollars, of naira, or even dollars, to hire marabouts that will make charms so that the Yoruba can continue to fight one another. But I said to you all, my brothers and sisters, my children, it is what you are prone to be that you will be under the influence of some noxious charm. Let us tell ourselves that the enemy is constantly hoping that we will be fighting one another, and let us not fight one another. That is the answer. It's simple. Or if you have access to charms and fine, go and do it. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, there is always room for a tutu, and so on. Go and do it. Whether you are a Sheshe, especially if you are a Sheshe, the scope is very large. Go and do it. Spend your energy doing that rather than spend your energy creating a discord. With discord in our hearts and our hands, we will not be able to approach the throne of grace and receive our country. It's that simple. I'm sure that the Yoruba people can learn this lesson and live with it and go forward. Monica and so on. They came in large numbers. although I expected only about 5 or 6, that they came in hundreds.
Wow.
And then when we then asked them, kilo data èèyàn bí márùn ni bàbá ní kó wà kí ni wọ́n ní wọ́n rò pé ọ̀la náà bàbá fẹ́ announce fún wa pé ọ̀la la máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ country wa ni. These are young these are young people. Èmi náà ń fẹ́ country wa láàárọ̀ ọ̀la o. Seriously speaking, I want our country tomorrow morning too. But le sheta bambara waja. Táwọn kan claim pé àwọn làwọn gbọ́n ju àwọn yòókù kankan, it won't happen. God is a God of order. If you say God is speaking to you, then he must be speaking order into your heart. That's it. Ẹjẹ́ àṣẹ kó bá yẹ wá o. Ẹjẹ́ àṣẹ ká lè gbára wa kúrò nínú disaster tí Nigeria jẹ́ yìí. People like the Yoruba do not belong in a country like Nigeria. Nigeria now represents decay, death, and ruin. And we Yoruba are a people of civilization and progress. We don't belong in a country like Nigeria. So let us get ourselves out as quickly as possible. Have the humility, surrender yourself, and let us all surrender ourselves and work together with hand in hand and take our country happily, joyfully, gloriously from the hand of the living God himself. I cannot say this long enough. I can say it from now till morning and from morning till night tomorrow. Let us learn the lesson of the ways of God. 400 years before Moses, Allah consigned the land of Canaan to the children of Israel. Then Moses' time came, and God grabbed him from the bush where he was rearing cattle, and told him, "Go and lead my people." And he led God's people. The most difficult part of the journey was the journey across the Red Sea. God showed him how to do it. He did it. He landed on the other side of the sea, ready to go. Scholars have now estimated that all that they needed from that point was only 11 days journey. But because they were riotous and contentious and fighting and evil-minded towards one another, it took them 44 years until all the generation that had left Egypt perished. It's a beautiful thing that we started. We came out to tell our people, we want to fight for our country. We want to give them their own country. It's a beautiful thing. It's a blessed thing. But Emma Jakawa Fioro, Pambarawa, Jamburawa, and shaking Emma Jakawa, Kowa Diona wa. Kowa Jakwa, I need to deliver on that promise that we made to our people. Or some people think that, oh, we don't need diplomacy, we don't need anything, we don't need other countries, we don't need the United Nations. That is a system in the world. There is a system in the world. There is no country that can on its own just jump out today. Any people jump out tomorrow and say, we are a country. If trouble arises, you will be on your own. And we don't want to be on our own. We don't want to be on our own. Because being on our own is the path of death. A lot of people will die among us, and we will then lose the struggle. The time between now, rather than plan to do that, tell yourself, I'm going to be humble. I'm going to cooperate with my brother. I'm going to pray for my brother. I'm going to pray with my brother. I'm going to pray with my brother. I'm going to ejeka back anyway, ejeka back country why. Aburo mi tí mò ń gbó tí mò ń ṣe màá lọ bá màá lọ bẹ̀ màá lọ fà á mọ́ra. In the interest of the future of the Yoruba nation. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn o. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o.
Yes, sir. I have a couple of questions. Mo ti kọ wọ́n sílẹ̀. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ ká pẹ́ lórí ẹ̀.
Otunba.
Yes, sir.
I think that the representatives of a country are calling me now.
Okay, sir. Ṣé kẹ́ padà wá ní àbí?
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n padà wá, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré dá wọn lóhùn.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right.
Well, those of you already joined this.
Hello, show. Baba.
What it is.
Wow.
Okay, this is also part of the show. We believe bóyá President Buhari ó ti rí lẹ́tà yẹn gbà. A dẹ̀ believe pé by rule of the game ó fẹ́ ó kọ̀ ó ń láti reply. So tó bá knows about it. Are you back, sir?
Hello, I'm back.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
Because of I know the nature of your job. You are working for 70 million people. So, and you are not a machine. So it is then become very imperative to appreciate, show all appreciation. So I'm going to go quickly. Number one, Baba, in letter te kọ sí Buhari, well, I know that may be a repetition. Why are you asking that? Kí lẹ ṣe kọ lẹ́tà sí Buhari? Kí ló dé, sir? Kí lẹ ṣe kọ lẹ́tà sí Buhari?
Well, we started from the word go, saying that our struggle for self-determination we were going to conduct in a peaceful and law-abiding manner. And the world has taken that and they love it. And so part of what must result from that is that we must write a letter to the president of our country to say we are going and make our points clear, but be nice and polite in it. And the letter is nice and polite, but it gives all our reasons very clearly without any equivocation. So the letter is out there. It's the property of all Yoruba people. I believe in the next, from Monday or Tuesday, it will be everywhere for everybody to grab and read through.
You are talking to the whole world. More people you are talking to than one call. Benny. Ẹ̀yin nìkan ni very few leaders tí mo mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé everybody ní access yín. Well, what can I say? Keep it on. Tẹ́ bá lè kó pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. You doing very well, sir. I'm not patronizing you. Continue sir, ń pa lẹ́tà yẹn sir. Ẹ ṣé sir.
Yeah, so the letter is there. It's a letter that took a long time to put together because we were determined that it would be just perfect. And the letter as it has gone forward is perfect. It is nice and respectful and peaceful in tone, but it is factual without any equivocation. And so we are ready we can place that letter before the entire world and be proud of it. So I congratulate the Yoruba nation for that kind of letter. It shows who we are, a strong, civilized nation. Yeah, we are a strong and civilized nation. We tell everybody what we want to separate ourselves from, but we say it peacefully and politely. That is all.
There's also this question of Arometa, there are three arms of government. The Buhari is just the head of one of the arms. I want other two arms to cool.
The letter has gone to the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. It has also been sent to the 6 governors of the Yoruba Southwest.
And judiciary?
No, we didn't think of the judiciary, but now that you are mentioning it, I will tell the boys who are working at it to do so.
Yes. Now, there's other aspect of that letter that created a kind of a controversy. And the controversy for me, the only person who can clear it is user. I don't know where they get the information from, but there's this argument of Ikpe at the letterhead used was a private letterhead of Ìlànà. Èmi nìkan ni wọ́n sọ pé Ìlànà pàjẹ́.
Mi ò mọ bí tán ti rí yẹn o. We never wrote a letter on the letterhead of any organization. Ìlànà is the largest of the organization. We didn't write the letter in their name. We wrote it for all the organizations put together. The organizations themselves have created a body called Yoruba Self-Determination Movement, which is to represent them in a few things, not many things. The organizations are still the backbone of the struggle, but they agree that there are certain things tí gbogbo wa ò lè máa ṣe. Gbogbo wa ò lè máa lọ máa kọ lẹ́tà sí United Nations àbí sí American government. Àdóníyẹ̀yẹ́ nìyẹn. We cannot do it. There has to be a voice that does it for the Yoruba nation. And the voice that is doing Yoruba Self-Determination Movement is a service center for all the organizations. So there is no, so organization can show but in this case, gbogbo àwọn organization ló máa ń pàdé tán kóra wọn jọ tán jẹ́ Yoruba Self-Determination. And the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement is not an organization. It's just a service center for all the organizations.
is the largest body, is the main body as we speak. Again, there is another hitch, another technical problem, but never mind. Baba will be back very soon again. Má bínú ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń wò wá all over the world. The program going on is a one-on-one discussion with the national leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement, Professor Banji Akintoye. And what it is we've been going through matters arising, things that are happening, things that are going to happen. And while I'm waiting, let me, like I said, if despite all these challenges, I'll be going through all the questions and all the points I want to make, because there's a lot in them. But let me try Prof again to ask him to please get connected again. It's not been easy for the 87-year-old man leading generations of 10, 20, 40, 50, 60s, 70s, 80s. I think he's doing a fantastic job. And ìgbà tí wọ́n ń ṣerú iṣẹ́ yìí tí àti ẹ̀ tí ìgbàjọba rèé, Prof, ẹ tún link up again. There are more and more people. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Ma, I don't know what's going on. Am I worried, sir? It's
The host can add you to the broadcast at any time. Add you to the broadcast now.
okay. I don't know what's going on. That network. Okay, come on, me press the blue button here again, sir.
Hello.
Ẹ bá mi press the blue button yẹn, á lè gbé yín wọlé, sir. Aha. But ẹ ti tún wọlé, sir. Ẹ má bínú, ṣe rí. Tá bá ti dé ìlú wa, àwọn ọmọ wa, we have large number of them. Tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa make things like this very seamless. Tí ò ní sí problem here and there. Ẹ má worry, all is going to ìṣẹ́jú yín ló dẹ̀ máa ṣe lágbára Elédùmarè.
We're going to have a great country.
Yes, sir. Prof, I've been taking you through a couple of questions. See, many people fair more. Now, for some reason, something is asking me to ask you. Take you quickly, just quickly, the route to get this independence. I can start by saying to everybody, campaign me, but there are many other stages, other levels, there are other stages. Campaign.
Yes, there are different ways by which you can get your country. You can do what Biafra did in 1966,
Yeah, 66, yeah, 67.
Announced that you have taken your independence. A peremptory, unilateral declaration of statehood, where you are still part of a country. If that country says, no, you are kidding, then you are in trouble. Then war is inevitable. That's one way by which you can take your country. Another way is to say we can do it peacefully. we have been trying to do this in peacefully. We have done everything that is needed to be peaceful. If you read the letter we wrote to Buhari, you will say these people are wonderful. We have been peaceful and civil all the way. And what is left now is to get 1 or 2 countries, and we are on the way to getting that. I can assure you we will get that. In fact, more than 2 or 3. That will say, okay, we advise you to write a letter to your president, you have done so. Now, in our goodwill towards you, we will offer to be sponsor negotiation between you and your president. If we can get only 1 country that says that, we are in good shape. Alternatively, there may be a country, 1 or 2 countries that will say, okay, your people, that is your president, are not being cooperative, but we think you deserve what you are looking for. So go on and declare your country, and we will be there to protect you or to prevent your land from being invaded. If we don't have this kind of assurance behind our back, and we declare independence, it can be pretty tough. Because although Nigeria has become a wretched country, it still has coercive power enough to make the Yoruba people suffer tremendously. That's what we are trying to prevent. Yeah. Nigeria has become a wretched little country in terms of everything that is beautiful and good in the world. But it still commands coercive powers in terms of military, the Air Force, Navy, etc., still there. If they unleash that against us, our people, it will be pretty tough for our people. We may win in the end because we are a very strong nation and we can get friends from abroad to come and help us. But one only biti tí omi ń gbé ní dé ká tó bẹ òmùwẹ̀ kó wá gbà ni, we must not plunge into war thoughtlessly. We must be ready to prevent war. And if we have to fight a war, we must be ready to win it. We Yoruba don't just fight a war, we fight to win. That's it. These are very complex considerations. It's not something any small group of people can hide in a corner and say, we have all the answers. No, nobody has all the answers. It's the kind of things that leaders think, that some of them even collapse from thinking. Coesio, Chief Aulawa used to say, if they allow us to rule Nigeria, we must be ready to work until it hurts. We are in a position now, until it hurts, until our bodies reject the fighting. Yeah, we are now in a position, we are now in a situation in which our leaders must be ready to think and think and think and walk and walk and walk until it hurts. We don't have to plunge our people into disaster.
Sir, in between, people who have been sending comments, please keep it coming. Continue to express your opinion. What do you think about our national leader? Our national leader is a human being. Say whatever you think. And it's such a a human being that allows all form of criticisms, and it should not be taken because he allows everybody just to come in to join this race to mean that he's weak. He's not. I can say that as one of his followers. Now, Baba, there's also this situation in yes, not yet our country, but among us, among the Yoruba people, they are being kind of dàrúdàpọ̀ oríṣiríṣi àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí à ń sọ síra wa, ìwà tá à ń hù síra wa, tí ó dẹ̀ dàbí pé those are the things we don't need. But having said that, it's not a new thing. Ó kàn jẹ́ pé àwọn kan wà tí a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe, a dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ sọ. Torí ńgbà tí àwa tá àti ẹ̀wà religious báyìí sà, mi ti lè máa ṣàlàyé Bible fún yín. Ìgbà tí Moses tó lóun kàn fẹ́ sáré lọ sókè kó tó dé ṣàn oríṣiríṣi náà ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣé níran sà?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So àwa náà yìí tá à ń ṣe náà is not very, but a kò mọ̀ pé we cannot copy and paste what went 10,000 years ago. So we need to be real. So àwọn tó ń bára tó ń choose láti máa pè wá lórúkọ, pè yín lórúkọ, pa àwọn kan lórúkọ, what do you want to say to them?
Kíní kan wà nírú ìjà tá à ń jà ìṣá. It's a people's war. It is not an army that is lined up out there fighting. It is all the people. The little child who runs away, who comes out of the farm, and so on. It is a total war of the people. There is no, and therefore whoever finds himself in a leading position in that kind of war must be very tolerant. Torí kò sí nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wọ̀nyẹn ò ní sọ sí Olúwa o, kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n ò ní ṣe o. Àwa tí a jẹ́ bàbá wọn, ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn, leader wọn la gbọ́dọ̀ tolerant, seriously tolerant. When this was starting, people used to warn me, Baba, now I know what they mean. But it doesn't hurt me anymore. I'm used to it. Ẹ má bínú, mo ń bọ̀ sọ fún pé má bínú, má bínú. Ó ní bàbá ẹ̀yin nìkan lè gba gbogbo wọn yẹn. Ẹ̀yin ni bàbá gbogbo wọn. Èmi ò kì í ṣe bàbá wọn, mi ò kì í ṣe ìyá wọn. Mo ní ẹ̀yin ni wọ́n lè máa bú because ẹ̀yin lẹ bí gbogbo wọn, wọ́n ní right láti máa bú yín, wọ́n ní right láti máa bú èmi. And so yes, that must be the way we lead our people in this situation. We must be tolerant. The word of God says Moses was the humblest of all men. That is, you know, that's it. We must be humble. We must recognize that we are leading a large crowd of people. Some of them knowledgeable, some not knowledgeable. But whether knowledgeable or not, they are all owners of the struggle. And so we must be tolerant of them all. That's it.
Yes, sir. Having said that, there's a red line. See, and when you take go to cross, because global successful countries all over the world, they are based on the rule of law. Democracy, any limits, only limitations. Freedom of this is only limitations. There's certain things you cannot do. And I want to use this opportunity to also ask you, sir, if any of us, even though we are not yet in our country, any of us, no exception, taba cross our line here, kí la ṣe fẹ́ handle àwọn nǹkan báyìí, sir?
Line. That's when you have your country. That's after you have your country. That's when you have a right line.
I thought that's
then you have a government, and then you have the laws. Yes. The law prescribes the red line. And so you are in trouble if you cross the red line. The government is there to make sure you don't do it with impunity. So, but now where we are just a crowd. We are just a crowd rushing forward, with hope in our hearts.
So,
And so our red line can see under when yen so fún mi lọ́sàn. Ó ní bàbá, ẹ̀yin ni bàbá gbogbo wọn bó bá ṣe wù wọ́n náà ṣe lè treat yín. That's the truth of the matter as of today. Èmi ni bàbá gbogbo wọn, I am ready to tolerate anything until we have our country. That's it. When we have our country and we hand over to the government of our country, then the situation is clear. Then the law exists, and the law prescribes a large number of red lines. What is the red line? Can come by you. Media presenters, I be bloggers.
Oga, this network is giving us a kind of a horror, but I can tell you for free, Awalama Borie, I will continue to get Baba connected until when we have 2 or 3 more questions to discuss. And like I said, if for any reason we are still having these challenges until if we get to a point that we're unable to get it again, I will deal with some of the questions I put down. As a presenter, it's a thing of joy. Tabari guest wa babawa. Tomada long question again, and let me call him again. Thank God he's here for us. It's nothing to do with Momoshi. So we believe to ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Mi ò rò pé àfọ̀ṣẹ àtàbátàrí kankan ni, is just typical technical African network. Òun ló ń fà. I'm trying to call him to get him back now, and as it is, it's just ringing. Yeah, I hope he gets it. Hello, Prof. Other network or Majesa. This is one of the best Kenya network, internet Amandosa. But Emma Bino, in another 30 minutes, I'll round up. Emma Bino, sir, Eba me link again. I will round up. My round up very quickly, sir. Eba me press the link here again, sir.
It's not responding to my talking that blue button.
Okay, Mari send the scene right away, sir. Ejema binu sir, ni pe setan. Mari send the scene right away, sir. Kò sí lọ kábọ̀ kankan ò sí ńbẹ̀. I know some people say, kí lẹ ṣe wá ń ṣe tún rí báyìí ká ṣe kankan. It's just about technicality, technology, whatever you want to call it. And we are going to fix it. I'm resending it again to him. I must also say, this might not be 100% professional, but it's part of the show. For me, it's part of the show. So, I'm even grateful that he's taking his Bino Aran Conti. These are part of the quality of Papa. Yes, Papa Modi to send the scene. Am I worried? This time, about me click again, sir. Could also be also probably have to take responsibility that maybe there are one or two things that are not properly put together. It's a one-man show. It's a DIY. I am not an expert on this, but I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing because the beauty of it, Nikwe, I have a direct, undiluted access to a national leader of a country to be. And this person is willing and ready to walk and talk with a media person like myself. And that's a thing of joy. And I'm enjoying that, I must say. That gives me a lot of joy. I think he's back here again.
Okay.
Baba, you're welcome back. Emma Bino, like I said, there must be, I will look into it. I've just explained it to the whole world. It's a one-man thing. I'm doing it on my own. I'm enjoying the beauty of DIY. But then what is important is the content. Seeing you, hearing from you. Lower importance. The next one, sir. I was trying to lay a case for if àwọn tí ò yẹ kí kò yẹ ká máa búra wa ká máa pera lórúkọ lágbára tí kò jẹ lágbára tí ṣe kinní kan nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ we don't need it. Ẹ̀yin ò tí ì sọ̀rọ̀ òdì sí ẹnì kankan jọ ti mọ̀ yín sà. Why did anybody choose to so like you really said, because I read political science and I understand, but I think Nilu, àwọn red line lóòótọ́ might not be existing. So we are now left for individual, which again might not be the best thing, but an individual is now left with to protect, to make sure that his personality, his livelihood is protected. So, because
yes, occasionally we might have to intervene here and there and set things right as much as we can. But the concept of a red line in a crowd that is eagerly moving forward is not realistic. Tó bá lẹ́ni tí a mọ̀ wípé nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe sí ó intervene and make sure that we don't hurt his livelihood.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's our duty. It's the duty of the leadership to do that. You know, I don't know whether I can give an example now.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but I might, you know. In the past few days, people have been making a lot of noise and insulting Janet Shashake and threatening him and calling her all sorts of names and cussing at her and so on and so forth. Where there are ways in which that can jeopardize her livelihood.
Yes.
Because she's an officer of the law. And she's not supposed to be seen doing some of the things that are being alleged against her. And so people called me, people who know about these things, called me and said, Papa, you have to intervene. And I called Janet, and Janet said, and I said, no, you cannot sue anybody. You can, as long as I'm alive, you cannot sue anybody. He said, Papa, whatever you ask me to do, I will do. If you ask me to stop, I will stop. But really, there is a mistake that these young people are making. 2 weeks ago or so, about 3 weeks ago, we held a meeting at which I complained bitterly that they were doing saying all sorts of things against me, and so on and so forth. And you appealed to me to take it easy and not go to so far as to go to court and so on. And I agreed. I said it on the spot that because you had appealed to me, I was giving it up. She says, what now has happened is that maybe one or two of the kids saw the original brief that she wrote for her lawyer. They saw it probably in the lawyer's place. And they went and published it as if it is new. as if she's intending all over again to go to court, which is not true. It's something that she had done 2-3 weeks before and had dropped because I had appealed to her. Now they saw it and they then presented it as if it is a new intention to go to court. It is not. It's a great pity that our young people came to that kind of disastrous mistake. And then they began to accuse her and began to curse at her and so on and so forth. I just want to appeal to our young people. Dr. Janet Fashakin is not threatening anymore. She hasn't been threatening for 2-3 weeks now to sue anybody. It is true that briefly, at some point, she did threaten to sue people. But because I appealed to her, she dropped it. Unfortunately, somebody saw the thing that she and her lawyer had exchanged at that time 3 weeks ago, and now put it out in the public as if it is new. It is not new. It doesn't have any number. It doesn't have any lawyer name to it. It doesn't. So it's just an empty document. And I want to appeal to everybody. This is your sister. She has a job to keep. She has used that job to educate young people like you. We Yoruba people don't have a right to rob her of that job. The position she occupies now in the law system in the United States, she belongs to the kind of class of lawyers that America will appeal to come and do certain kinds of job. I don't think we should do anything that will prevent her from reaping the fruits of her labor. So I want to appeal to you all. I want you, as you are hearing me, this is our family, the Yoruba family. And your sister, your mother, Janet Fashakin, is one of us. I want you to give up and stop from tonight completely and entirely any further nasty talks about her or against her. I beg of you. As father of all of you, I beg of you. Don't continue to do it in the name of our nation and in the name of God. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I must also say, it's only unfortunately for one of us who has been choosing to be blackmailed or be talking to anyhow, that she is, like you rightly said, sir, that she's an officer of law of one of these greatest country on earth that has access to the highest court on earth, the Supreme Court of America. That not many black people have the same opportunity to practice or to represent the country. So, like Riley said again, if we then understand what the danger is to be calling her names in the public, I hope, and I'm not trying to be, I don't practice anymore, I read law also. I hope those people who chose to be, to go nasty unnecessarily for information labeling or calling her name should be ready to retract, to put pen and paper together.
That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful because they made a mistake. She was not going to sue anybody. They saw something that she had written before and they put it out as if it is new, as if she's going to sue people now and so on. I think she deserves apologies from our people. I think so. And I will appeal to, if God touches your heart, to render some apology to your sister or your mother, Janet, please do so. Please do so in the name of God.
And also, she also stop, because I happen to be
that is before you think of apologizing, you have stopped.
Yes.
The stopping is the first step. The apology is the decent next step. if you are willing to take it. What I'm saying now is that our boys and girls should be willing to take that step. That's all.
Yes, sir. Now, there's one area which is very common, more or less the face of this movement, and that is the media. I am willing, ready to take whatever assessment you are going to give me. Do I'm the leader of the media as we speak. Yoruba world media, I'm the leader. But then again, there have been complaints all over the place, and these complaints are things I cannot sweep it under the carpet. What's your total and the advice to media people, sir?
Yes, we must be fair to people. A lot of these people who have media outlets now did not create it because of the Yoruba nation. They created it as a creative job opportunity. Then the Yoruba self-determination struggle came, and they jumped into it. Some of them have not really clearly made up their mind what position they want to, what particular direction they want to pursue in the struggle. There are some who everything goes. If you want to curse Odua himself, you are welcome. If you want to abuse Odua himself, you are welcome. There are such outlets among us. Yeah, but I think we have not gone far enough. We have seen that type of behavior. It is not helping anybody. It's not even helping your outlet. People are now more sensitive. At the beginning, they were ready to watch anything, but now they don't want to watch anything that does not promote the struggle. So it's time for you to make sure that nobody will come onto your platform and say things that are damaging to the struggle, that are damaging to their brethren, that are damaging to the Yoruba nation. You don't let anybody come and say it, do it. It used to be common, but I can see that it is getting fewer and fewer. And I want you to be one of those, if you are still practicing the open door, everybody comes, anything goes, anybody can come and say anything. If you are still one such media presenter holding on to that type of uncooperative attitude, I beg of you, drop it now. And make sure that only things that promote the struggle, the image of the Yoruba nation, will come through you.
Yes, sir. Then I have a couple of questions. I have a couple of information I also want to share before you go, sir. One of them is somebody asked, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí radio? Because radio, a national radio, a radio that everybody can pick up information is very, very important. Ní pé àwọn ò tí ì gbọ́ pé kí ni how far pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ radio. Can you tell us kí ni latest information tá a lè gbọ́ láti ẹnu yín, sir? We need to
as you can see, I am so busy with a whole lot of things.
Yes, sir.
I am talking. There are two representative people who are our link with two different governments have called me. So I don't have time to ask what they are doing about radio. I know that the young man, Ayo
Koka.
Ayo
Koka.
Yes, he came to see me about 2 months ago, and he explained himself. Nothing has happened. He has bought the slot on the system. All we need is some money to go on from month to month to month. It is you people who must take a decision to find the money and to make it possible for him to go on. He cannot go on without the money, and I don't have time to come and hold meetings to raise money for that. It is very important, but thank God that I'm healthy. Thank God really that I'm healthy.
And God, you are really healthy. I appreciate you. The one and probably one before the last central account. Can you also tell all your listeners, the world, to do more to subscribe to central account?
Yeah, we don't come back. It is slow now, but it will cease being slow. And I want to appeal to everybody. Let us remember the national fund and send some money to it. I love telling the story of a young woman, a girl actually, who had her first baby. Naming ceremonies. We don't ceremonies, but what don't you know me in Kankan? After the ceremony was done, and this young woman then called somebody and said, Baba Akintoye National Fund, you consider it just mo find out because I want my son's name to appear in that account, in that fund. That is it. It's a beautiful, very touching story. Let us all remember that when we put money in that fund, we are creating a record for our own future, for our children to be proud of in the future. There are many funds by different organizations. Ilanamo do a fund. Ominira fund. Yoruba, whatever, do something fund. That's not what I'm talking about. There is no way we can or we should eliminate those small funds. No, we should not. But we must let people know that there is a fund that is the Yoruba equivalent of the Jewish National Fund, which was started in the beginning of the last century, which is growing stronger and stronger today. When they started, it was a small thing. Today, it contains trillions of dollars, and the state of Israel leans heavily upon it. We need something like that, and it is there. The people who have contributed to it. In the beginning, young Jewish children, boys and girls, used to go around with a can. Coca-Cola can. They will paint it blue, and we carry it around. They call them the blue can boys and girls, and collect money for the fund. I won't be surprised if the names of those boys and girls who used to collect money like that are in the archives of the fund. It's a great thing. The Yoruba nation needs it. The Yoruba nation deserves it. And the Yoruba nation should be able to build it up. So I appeal to everybody. Remember the Yoruba National Fund. Put some money into it. And encourage your friends and your children and your grandchildren to put their money into it also. May God bless us all. May God bless the Yoruba nation.
The very last one, the other two questions, but I take them to be contagious, so maybe that can be discussed privately because they are going to be too personal. And I think I can use my discretion to say I'm not going to ask my national leader this kind of question on the national show like this. But the one I also wanted to put your weight on, a large number of people are looking forward for the mega rally. So they want to know when is the mega rally going to come and what is the importance of that mega rally?
The importance is that we will all be out there asking for our nation, or celebrating our nation, whichever is the most appropriate. but it's going to be the mother of all rallies. And it is not the kind of rally you hold and come out in the morning and run around a little, go back home, and that's the end of it. No. This is going to be a rally that will continue. I don't want to say more now because we are going to reach a point at which we will be describing what our people should do. The time will come, a few days before the rally, when the details will be spelled out copiously before our people. That's it.
Baba, I want to thank you. I know I keep saying it's the last one, but the message keep coming in. If there's no reply to the letter, Kilo Machelesa, you sent to Buhari.
Kato call letter lati make up mind you are. Till reply by day we will respond according to the reply. The reply of our we will act accordingly. We will act according to the situation that is put before us. That's all.
Fantastic. Well, what can I say? I want to thank you very much for giving me the time OtunbaHOOLatest Show, and most especially all the challenges we had, but it keeps it going because I'm sorry, I have said it. Most of our leaders, mobile phone, so I can understand, but it's nothing to do with the 87, 88-year-old man. Our own national leader is doing very, very well. You show a lot of knowledge, which I hope kò ní jóbà mọ́ yín lára sà. Ẹ tún pẹ́pẹ́ fún wa. Inú gbogbo inú yín á dùn, inú àwa ní àdùn sà. A máa ń dẹ́dẹ́ bára wa ṣe. I think for now, until maybe next time when I'm going to have you on my one every month yearly talk show, which we agree sometimes ago that at least once in a month, you promised me that bring me on. Let's talk over and above any matters arising on and about Nigeria. Well, I don't want to take you through, like I said, one or two questions for me. I will never ask those questions openly here. We all know what could come out of it, but that is not the major issue now. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ yín sà, mo dúpẹ́ lọ yín. A máa rí yín bá sà. Inú gbogbo ẹ bá mi kílé, ẹ bá mi kí everybody. So ó tún dìgbà kan náà.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I love you all, and I'm very proud to be a Yoruba man.
Yes, we love you too. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bye-bye, sir. Yes,
bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to say thank you, everybody. But while I have another 30 minutes to play with. Phone in. Phone in. I will give you the number in a minute. If you want to call me, just or add or remove anything you think you want to discuss, as long as they are not anything that will create unnecessary, whatever. The number you can call is a 07368 465 054. If you want to call, you can call now and let's discuss, or if you want to contribute, feel free to call me and then we can have a chat. It's just a kind of top up on this program. Again, like it's my own program, it's my own show. It's not a show that is under pressure. It's just a normal show. This is OtunbaHOOLatest Oseni, OtunbaHOOLatest Show for you. I want to thank all of you who have been sending in messages. Highly appreciated. And well, until maybe next time again, we have agreed that at least either once a week or once every other 1 month, I'll be bringing the national leader to come on this show. And hopefully next time around, after I must have at least getting the hook of this my show thing. Probably it's going to get better. I'm doing it myself. I'm doing it myself. I'm not under any pressure. I'm not share, table, rules, whatever. And I appreciate all these people who are doing it for one thing or the other, because it's just like as Baba said, ẹ jẹ́ ká dáwọ́ afẹ́ máa búra wa, àgàgà wa tá a wà nínú show láàrin ara wa, ká máa pera lórúkọ, ká máa sọ kọ́ntọ̀kọ̀ntọ̀ wọ́nranwọ̀nran, we don't need it. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ká má jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ alẹ́ nu. We still have a long way to go. And Oni Baba sọ yẹn náà, at the end of the day, this is a journey. Tí kìí ṣe pé within a short period of time, a máa débẹ̀. Let me repeat the number. Tabayi rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ phone in the next 10 or 15 minutes. 07368 07368 465 054. If you want to call, feel free to call, and then you can add your own comment, or you can say the postcode is +44 +44 +44 7368. Yes, I have a caller. Hello, caller from America. May I know who's calling?
My name is Janet Ashaki.
Oh.
I'm calling from here. I'm watching everything going on. I want to say thank you much to our big daddy, Baba, and Tukuji. He's a great leader in DB. For the very, very professional. I always like to watch your show.
Eshima.
Like I said on one platform, America. So, I stand by it. In case they don't have the microphone, then they'll be watching. People need to be trained. People need to be trained. People cannot just be opening their mouth and be saying whatever stuff. It is true. So,
Benny.
Not going to work. People are not trained and all they want to do is make money from this legislation rather than work. It's not going to work. I'm not going to look what I was on it, I cannot be aware. Last week, won't be aware, won't be aware, because you don't want to defend. I want to avoid property to keep that one. So I'm not sure like, oh my God, I'm worried, I'm not following, I'm not following, so that one don't see over struggle by monetizing it. They're not doing anything to help the situation. They are monetizing it. They are not even argument for the past. Ruining people's lives. It cannot work that way. So someone meaning I won't be in that. And some of you know how to my teacher. That's God and God system. You don't tell you put it in that way and the thing. So I don't want to be the door of what you have. It's a case we have people with the able to state their message before a mutual
Doctor. The link I've sent to you, please click on it and come on my show, and then we can have a chat and even on general issues. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm inviting you to my show tomorrow. If you are less busy. Okay, let me know when you are less busy, then we can have a chat. Because I think okay. Thank you. And like I said, you are invited. Let me know when it's convenient. I know you're extremely busy attorney in America. You have a lot of clients. You are responsible for so many things. And for any, we're supposed to be celebrating you. I can say that we have people of your caliber. All is well. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. And until when you have the time, I will let the whole world know that you are coming on my show, and then we take it from there. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma. Bye-bye. Well, for those of you who have heard what we have been discussing, I can also share with you that Dr. Janelle Fashakin, one of the frontrunner, one of the leaders of this movement, had been, for some reasons, been called names. The same thing Tumbalabo Desir and some other leaders have been called names for no reasons, and I think it's unacceptable. There's no reason, and I think it's element of illiteracy for anybody. I have another caller. Hello, good evening. You are through to OtunbaHOOLatest Show. Kí lorúkọ yín àti bó lẹ ti ń pè?
Orúkọ mi ni Chief Modúpẹ́ ìyá ìwé.
Okay, Chief Modúpẹ́, ẹ kálẹ́ mà, ṣàlàáfíà lẹ wà mà?
Adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
Yes, ma.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, ẹ kú ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú.
Ẹ ṣé mà. Àmì Elédùmarè mà.
Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ nípa tàwọn mídíà yẹn?
Yes, ma.
Ìmọ̀ràn ló kàn fẹ́ gbà ni wípé wọ́n ní ìlú tí ò bá sí òfin ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ò sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí ò bá sí òfin nílùú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ò sí. So anybody can be unruly. Anybody can just be doing anything. Àwọn táwọn olóyìnbó máa ń pè ní ethics. What is acceptable in the community and what is not acceptable. you know. So ẹ̀yin ni olórí àwọn social media gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe gbọ́. Èmi máa gbà yín níyànjú wípé kẹ́ organize a kind of you know, training. You may not be the person to be delivering the training, but you may know some professionals who can be training all these people who want to be Yoruba Nation agitators, maybe social media agitators on social media. They have to register. They have to register. Nobody should not be picking in and just saying anything. But when we abuse the principles to what we should not be taking it now. They are abusing it. Everybody is just speaking for now. They just be everybody might go. Because everybody is just unruly. So and they have to register. You know, they have to register. Somebody pay a mechanic. When you register to wọ́n máa ń ní pàdé wọ́n lórí wọn wọ́n ní pé wọ́n máa ti ní nǹkan báyìí lọ́gbà ṣe báyìí ni. So this Yorùbá nation tá à ń lọ yìí gbogbo yẹ́n lọ lágbègbè láti Nàìjíríà a lè gbé wá ní Yorùbá nation. Ẹgbẹ́ abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní put things in place now. Báwo yẹn ṣe mọ̀ wípé discipline wà? You know? Báwo máa fọ́ mẹ́lẹ̀ yà ilé ìgbà owó ni lágbàdá gbowó ni gbàgbàdo Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ti gbowó fún lágbàjá ẹ̀sìn nípa ti gbowó fún gbàgbàdo. Ẹ̀sìn nínú yàrá yóò bẹ́ta. When everyone told me, can you come out and follow, you know? Very careful. So that's why the investigation is going to cost us a lot, you know? So I think I'm sure anyway, because you know, I should talk about it. And you know, that's kind of a good
Eshima.
You know, I put it in maybe Yoruba professional going to social media training. Some of our Baba is sending anybody to participate there. You know, what about somebody can be one. And let that be done, but let that be lawyer and take. Everybody you know. So I'm just like this of advice.
Eshema, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, ma.
Yes, I have to do it at the rally. They are suffering and they are smiling. Because other people suffer people you know, for months, for years, my love, strength, people, what adapted to me. People found the thing what they do. So, yeah, it's the one, the people, but one like to get a alien, you know, God said back to the new
Eshema, thank you very, very much. I appreciate him. Well, I have 10 more minutes to go. There's a mixed Eshema. The problem with the link I sent out is meant only for the guest, but for some reasons, I don't know, something went wrong somehow. So it's got into some hands to be coming to the studio, and that is not the structure of the show tonight. So I'm awfully sorry. I'm awfully sorry if there's this mixed up have come your way. It was meant to allow Professor Banji Akintoye to come to the studio. However, I noticed that for some reasons, the thing is just misbehaving. I will look into it to make sure that it doesn't happen again. And that is so I need to, but I'm following the instruction that people that are not supposed to come to the studio, I just need to send them out in order just to get the thing to be working properly. Ẹ má bínú, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ṣe mistake gba invite to come to the studio. This system I'm using is not a studio based. It's not like the Zoom. Zoom ló máa ń gba gbogbo èèyàn wọlé. This particular one is only when I invite you, you get a special invitation, a link. Àwọn èèyàn tó bá wà ń ta, I will send them messages. I will send them the link, or kí wọ́n kàn type OtunbaHOOLatest lórí YouTube or lórí Twitter, so they will get me. It's a different kind of system. There are so many of them in the market. But whether I take me shoes here is working this way, but I will fix it. I can assure you next time it is not going to be like this. But I'm learning from it. I'm doing it my own way. It's my business. It's one-on-one. I am not monetizing. I am not under pressure. So, but I'm happy that I can see many people are calling in. Many people are also joining via either Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. And that's the joy for me. Like I said, I want to maintain the classic way I do my talk show. It's not after money. It's after class, clean kind of talk show. When I bring my guests, I'll be able to rub mind with them, talk openly with them, expose what needs to be exposed, make sure that we understand each other, so people benefit from it. Because it's not a show that I'll be scared to ask questions. The one I cannot ask questions, like the one I just finished, is because it's it is so contagious. It's going to lead to unnecessary misinterpretation, misunderstanding. That's why I choose in my own right to say I'm not going to ask about that question. I still have time. Those who of you, if you have phone, pick the phone and call the number. The number I want to repeat: +44736850054 +4473684650054. If you still want to call, I think oh my god, the time is too low. Maybe another 5 minutes. So otherwise, send your comment in, and want to thank everybody. But I can assure you, the subsequent show, when I'll be bringing people, I may not need to mention their name. Maybe just a surprise. I'm just enjoying my freedom. I'm just enjoying this is my own thing now. So yeah, ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín, appreciate. Maybe one thing before I go, tabalẹ́ni tó fẹ́ pé kí show yìí pé ká advertise yín at a giveaway money, please, you have the number, contact me or send me a text message on my personal number. So then we can talk. I have a caller. Hello, good evening. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Who is calling?
My name is Chief Elias Cooper from Manchester, United Kingdom.
Oh, all right. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm just curious from the message you passed out yesterday regarding the letter.
Which letter, sir?
That
This OtunbaHOOLatest Show. You just mentioned a letter. Letter will answer wrong, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Mention that Yoruba self-determination is the canopy body of organization.
Yes, sir.
That Baba is the head, and we have other 4 national leaders.
The letter, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to publish it tonight. So there are 4.
I'm just trying to talk about the national leader, the other national leader, which I don't know about.
No. When we talk of national leader, you see, there's a leadership forum. There are 4 main leaders, and maybe plus 1. But as far as I'm concerned, àwọn national leader tí à ń sọ pé yìí, and that particular letter, the letter was signed by 4 of our leaders. The truth of the matter ni pé Baba has a deputy, and also other leaders we can say that our leaders, but it's also Baba nìkan lè dágbó ṣe, but Baba is the overall boss, but only àwọn other people who they are working together. And yes, there's always one president. If you want to choose Baba Sorongpa president, he will automatically be the president of Yoruba. And táwa dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn nǹkan míì, ó máa depend lérí àbò la fẹ́ address ẹ̀ sí. You and I know that both of us are member of the Supreme Council. That is the YSDM, and that's the overall. Thank God, you are one of the people who fought gallantly to make sure anybody can. Toje is the only, but nobody can challenge as we speak. Any other party that want to challenge it is just like, well, it's okay, they will have the right to challenge. But as you and I know that we almost about over 70 something members, different groups that made up that body, and the body had come to stay. It was it was when the body was registered. Latin national account, central account. So we are making progress, because when you and I joined, it doesn't really matter now. Ni central body by the progress I make, we weren't making this progress because we are just scattered all over the place. Am I right, sir?
You are right, sir. Quite right.
She Modupe, I say this, I want to give the right to my heart. People like you are going to be a Yilokon. I'll be coming around to different people. But like I said, this is my own show. There's nothing to do. I want to maintain the standard, the classic aspect of it, bring quality, not just promoting affection or disaffection or whatever. So, Modupe Loyin, sir, Alagba Osipẹ̀tàn from Manchester. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
You have really been trying for us. You have really been trying.
Amen, sir. Modupe Loyin, sir. God bless you, sir. Koburu, sir. Again, I'm not shy. I have to take responsibility for some of what has been going, because I'm still current chairman. But then again, there are a lot of things that is going on inside, and the problem I'm working on different modules to find solutions to some of the problems. We are making progress because we are trying to do internal adjustment, and we are making progress. So Modupe Loyin, sir. God bless you, sir. Bless you. You too, sir. Everyone, keep family. Bye bye, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I think we have to go now. But before I go, I want to say bye-bye to everybody. I want to thank everybody that contributed. God bless you. Amariraba. There's probably going to be a show tomorrow, but I cannot announce the guest. But trust me, the guest will be one kind of a person, Obirini or Kunini, that will be kind of a person that will be talking what you and I need to know and what you and I need to hear. And then I will make provision for people to call in so we can ask questions. In absence of every other thing, it's been my pleasure being at your service. My name is OtunbaHOOLatest Show. I'm signing off. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Ẹ ṣé, ó dàárọ̀.